Alright, Snowcap, Hello Kitty, South Park shirt. Let's talk some South Park. Season 18 of South Park. Let's just talk about that. The one thing I want to talk about first is how Season 17 only had 10 episodes, and I just thought that was a short season. But Season 18 was also 10 episodes. And I was wondering why. Well, it turns out that Matt and Trey had to sign a contract, so now they can only do 10 episodes a season. Well, as long as the episodes are entertaining. I mean, I miss a lot of episodes. I love a lot of episodes of South Park, but 10 episodes is better than nothing. And the 10 episodes that they presented in Season 18 was just, wow. Not only were all 10 of them entertaining, but they were cohesive. And that's a rarity in South Park. When you watch every season like I have 2 times a day, you notice that there's not really a coherent storyline, you know, attaching each episode together. I mean, South Park does a really good job making sure they don't have any flaws with their story. Except for the one season where they had the meteor shower, in which Stan had to go to the basement where all the children were, and yet Shelly could go over to Cartman's house and babysit him. So why couldn't Stan go over to Cartman's? I don't know, whatever. So for the first time, they have a season where each episode is connected. Each episode is just so well connected that Season 18 just felt like one giant story. And I kind of liked it. There's a lot of talk in the community about how well connected it was and how it was just so different from the other seasons, so that's the main reason why I'm making this video. I want to talk about it. And I also want to talk about my top 5 favorite episodes of South Park Season 18. I would go top 10, but it's like arranging each episode from like worst to best, and I don't really want to do that since there's only 10 episodes, so I'm just going to go with the top 5. And it's a bit shorter and more to the point, and these are like my top 5 favorites. Grounded Vindaloop. This one was entertaining on so many levels. It just starts out with the basic concept of Cartman tricking Butters again into a weird situation, but then we discover that maybe everything that we're seeing is not happening and that it's all in a virtual realm. We don't know. It's all matrixy and mysterious.
Right now, you're actually in your room at your computer wearing an Oculus headset, but you're in a coma-like trance, my friend.
Fuck you.
So you're just trying to figure out what's really happening, who's actually in the virtual realm, who's not there, what's happening, what's not happening. And the ending of that episode was just so out of nowhere. I loved every minute of it. It came out of nowhere. I loved it, and that's why it's my number 5 pick. It's actually episode 4 of Season 18, Handicar.
Honey, our Handicar's here.
An episode that tells the controversy of in-app transportations versus taxis and other sorts of transportation. Where Timmy actually starts his own driving company similar to Uber, the Uber app. And so the taxi companies and all sorts of vehicular transportation companies are trying to stop him, and there's only one way to do it. Wacky races!
And here they are, the most daredevil group of shared ride drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the wacky races, competing for the title of the future of transportation.
I think that was like the first episode I actually showed my dad, because my dad tends to be very conservative and, you know, thinks there's some things that shouldn't be on TV. But I had him watch this episode, and he actually loved it just for the nostalgia of the wacky races. It was just so much fun. Like, it just came out of nowhere. It's like you never know what to expect in the South Park episode. And I'm just wondering, okay, where's this controversial story gonna take us? And we get wacky races, and it had Snidely Whiplash and his dog with him, and it's just so much fun. Wait, not Snidely Whiplash. That was from Dudley Do-Right. Dick Dastardly, that was his name. Dick Dastardly and Muttley. They had Dick Dastardly and Muttley in this episode. It completed the episode. And that episode really grabbed me personally because I got into Uber. I love the use of Uber, and I love just how more affordable it was, how professional the drivers were, how clean the cars were, just how much of a pleasant ride I got over using taxis. I have my own political stance over what's happening in Florida with Uber versus taxis, but I'm not gonna get into that because this is an entertainment video. But if you got any questions about that, leave a comment down below. But moving on, number 3. Freemium isn't free. There's just so many things I love about this episode. For one thing, it kind of reflected my addiction to Simpsons Tapped Out.
Run around and collect more coins, or better yet, buy them in bulk. How many Canadian coins would you like to buy?
This is stupid.
So yeah, it kind of hit me here, telling me that I'm in Stan's position of this kind of a game where I just like it. I know it's not a good game, but I just like it. Whenever I'm bored, I play with it. Sorry, but I don't really pay for donuts, so don't judge me. I don't waste my money on donuts. But the main reason why I put this so much higher is that this episode proves Satan is a better parent. Because they're staying trying to call out to a higher power, and Satan comes to help him, and he's just sitting down giving him the talk about, you know, natural tendencies and greed in the human, you know, body and just what's natural. And just hearing that over seeing what Randy does, calling his son and his father addicts when he himself is an in-and-out addict.
Well, what about you? You're having a glass of wine.
I'm not having a glass of wine. I'm having 6. It's called a tasting and it's classy.
It's just beautiful to watch. I love you, Satan.
So what does that mean? I can get addicted to everything so I can't enjoy anything?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it means.
I put these two together because it's just like one long episode. The hashtags. Hashtag rehash, hashtag happy holograms. The main premise of this is pretty much telling the change of entertainment, how we as a family would pick a movie or a game and just go to the living room and play together. But times are changing. We're now addicted to our phones and tablets and watching other people watch movies or play games. And of course, star of the show was PewDiePie.
How's it going, bros? My name's PewDiePie. We're playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Here we go. Ah! People are shooting at me, bros!
You're watching someone play Call of Duty and talk about it?
Which I got nothing on PewDiePie, you know? You make all these awesome videos, get paid a lot of money to do it. That's the American dream. I actually prefer Markiplier, but I still love the PewDiePie. What? It's just a wonderful narration of how times are changing and how people of my generation or younger generations are just not used to this adaptation of let's plays and let's watches and commentations and just how everything's changing. How it's all tweeting and comments and narrations and how everything's changing and how I feel like a grandma.
Old people are so funny. They really just don't get it.
How Stan and Kyle felt like grandpas because times have changed. But everything's gonna change. Like, I call my dad a grandpa because, you know, he wasn't adapting, and now I'm not adapting, so I'm a grandma. I'm proud of it. And that ending of hashtag happy holograms was beautiful. A lot of people were expecting something else. With hashtag we believe in you, we got something completely different, and I laughed my ass off. I was watching this episode as I was driving around with my mom doing some shopping, and when that ending came up, I threw the phone and was laughing my ass off, and my mom was just looking at me like, what's wrong with you? All I'm saying is, PewDiePie, that was awesome. Thank you for doing that. Thank you, South Park, for making that episode, because it was amazing.
I want to thank South Park for being on my show. I hope you brothers enjoyed watching, and as always, stay awesome!
And of course, my number one favorite episode of South Park Season 18 has to be the Cissy.
What we have a problem with are cisgengers who are intolerant. You know what we call those? Sissies!
In which this episode is telling both sides of the transgender battle, how some people feel about it, what its true cause is, and how, like with every cause, people will take advantage of it. And Cartman showed the one side where you can definitely abuse the system. how he was flagging himself as transgender, but for one reason only, just to have his own freaking bathroom. So it had like this emotional, you know, narration of what's right, what's wrong, and how people are adjusting to the transgender society. And I think South Park did a brilliant narration of the whole situation, how it gets abused, what it's supposed to be, you know, how we should behave towards this. And I agreed with it 100%. And of course, this was the first episode that explained the whole, yeah, I am Lord.
Yes, Stan. I am Lord.
What?
How Lord, the 19-year-old pop singer, is actually a middle-aged man, Brandy. Which Lord was completely 100% behind this. Like, she didn't know about it, but when she heard about it, she's just like, yeah, I am Lord. Yeah, I'm Lord. Yeah. So Lord, you're awesome. You know how to take a joke. Unlike Kim Jong-un. And without even trying, like, the parody song that they made at the end made everybody want to have South Park release a full version of it. We know what the lyrics say, we know what it's really about. Especially the one part of the song is like, push out hot. But it was still such a great song to listen to. We want a full release of it. It was so good.
To find a label that fits me, I'm feeling good on a Wednesday with a sparkling thoughts. Help me unload the car. Yeah.
So tell me, what do you guys think of season 18 of South Park? I personally enjoyed every minute of it. It was different, it was fresh, it really kept up to pace up to what is going on in society today, but did it in a South Park way, and I loved every second of it. Just leave a comment down below, like, favorite, subscribe, tell me how you felt about South Park season 18. Coming up next will be a top 10 list of top 10 anime that was released in 2014, and some more reviews are on the way. I'm sorry production has been a bit slow with some editors dropping out and some actually finishing school, and I've been working non-stop at my job. Holiday season at Universal is a bitch. But we thank you guys so much for sticking with us. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I personally give South Park season 18 5 pops out of 5. I know I've been giving a lot of 5 pops, but I really think this season deserved it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned to Pop Spectrum. Be sure to like, favorite, and comment on this video, as well as subscribe to Pop Spectrum. Thank you for watching! That now they're only allowed to do... Are you hearing this? It's January 12th, and there's an ice cream truck outside of my house playing Christmas music. I don't know what that one is. Is that and the skies are not cloudy or gray. Sing along, people. Did my neighbor literally just grab the ice cream truck as I'm trying to record? I need to know. Son of a bitch is literally outside my window. It stopped. Each episode is just so well connected. They're all... Screw you guys, I'm going home. Wait, I am home.